What's up, everybody? Time with the Vial here. That intro that you just saw was the one that got the most votes from my other video when I was trying to figure out what new song to add to my intro. So for now, at least for a while, that is going to be my intro for all my videos. So yeah, alright. So now we are again back to Spiral. We just woke up after getting knocked out by that giant entropy at the end of chapter 3, and now we're trying to continue on with our investigation, and Detective Nar comes in, basically gonna try to intimidate us into keeping our nose out of the business, because as you remember from the previous video, he was in the warehouse and he is the one who has possession of the battery core. So now the government, not the Advent Front terrorist group, have the battery core, and in fact we are now working with the Advent Front to try and stop the government from doing whatever it is they're up to. So now we gonna go off and find Colonel Falk. So once you go find Colonel Falk, you fill him in on what you found out. You tell him about the detective, and he basically dismisses you and tells you to keep your nose out of the police's business. So here we go. We're on our own, now working with the terrorists. We go back to our informant here at the bar in the entertainment district, and we kind of fill her in on what's going on. And she tells you that there's some clients that use the Ship X facility as a front. So now we're gonna go investigate that. Once you get to that sector, you will see some more humans have turned into these entropies and attack you. So just, once you get past this fight, you can continue on to the Ship X station. And find out the doors are locked, so we need to find a way out top of the communications satellite. So use the grappling hook on the side of the building, and you'll be able to find your way up to the top. Now I want to take a minute here. As you may have noticed in this video and my other videos on my channel, there are now ads. So sorry if that upsets anyone, but I want to continue to bring you YouTube videos on not just Infinity Blade, but new games like Spiral. And in order to do that, I do need to try and make some money, or else I will not be able to continue this channel in the capacity that I want to. I am a poor college student, and anyone out there in college, you should understand that one does not have much money in college typically. So there are now ads on my videos. I will keep them, I'll try and keep it to a minimal, just in the beginning or end of a video, and not the ads that overlay across the screen for you. So that's that. There will be ads on this channel now. But back to the game. We saw that there was a symbol here on the apparel store. This is a symbol of the Advent Front. So we know that this apparel store is part of that terrorist group's inner circle, so to speak. And now we need to try and find another symbol. There, we found the second symbol. That was the clue for the resistance, that this is where they're meeting tonight. So we found the meeting place. Now we get to have some fun battles with the Advent Front members. And at this point in the game, I'm finally getting the hang of combat. I really feel like I got it down to a science, figuring out how to counterattack, how to avoid other attacks, and the best way to get out of the situations when there's lots of enemies. And I don't think I'll die nearly as much as I did in the beginning videos. Now, at this point in the game, we have all the game elements introduced. In previous videos, you saw that we learned how to grapple. We did the stealth mechanic, a little bit of some puzzle mechanic, and then of course the fighting. So now the tutorial, so to speak, of the game is over. All the moves that you need to know, you now know. Now it's just a matter of upgrading your character. Right now I have an auto upgrade, so it just upgrades, kind of a balanced approach to my skills. You can manually change it. So if you wanted more attack, you could just click attack and all your experience will go into attack. Or you could just select the few stats that you really like. The way I have it now with the automatic, all the experience I gain is distributed evenly through all my skill sets. And I found that it has made the game enjoyable. I don't feel overpowered, and I also don't feel that I get my butt kicked. So it seems like a good balance. But of course, you can make yourself more powerful by going into the options menu and setting it to manual level up. So now we get to sort of trail this red-headed guy here. And I thought when I first did this mission that we'd have to like follow him around the whole city. But as you see, we just had to follow him down the street. And we found a warehouse that they have the battery core. Or that we think, I guess they don't have the battery core, but this is the warehouse where the leader of the resistance is said to be. And now we get a little shooting gallery style. You have to take out all the Advent Front members using your guns from a distance. Just a reminder, tap once to do a quick shot, keep tapping to do rapid shots. You can tap and hold on the enemy to do a more powerful range attack. And then if you don't put any input in, Tempest, your character, will, as you saw there, try to block the attack with his shield. Real easy, just like the normal mechanic, except now you're just, everything is long range. But it's still the one tap shot. Once you take them out, you see the access is denied. We have to go try to reactivate it. It's really easy this time. Just tap on the switch and it'll open. Let's find out the guy in charge is in here. they're afraid to fight us. They tell us to go to the L sector. So once you make your way to L7 Grand Boulevard section of the city, we will try and figure out where the next meeting point is. And previously in the warehouse we saw 3 symbols, and Ava remembered them for us, and those 3 symbols are going to help us solve this puzzle. So you need to look on the monitors for different symbols. There's one there, come across. When that comes across, tap on the monitor and then search the other monitor for the other 2 symbols. There will be 3 symbols, and the monitor that has a symbol will be blinking every now and then, show that symbol. There's the second one. There's the third one. Now we know where the boss of the resistance is hiding, so we're gonna go check it out. So earlier in this video, I didn't realize it, but I said that we were working with the terrorist group, and that was not true. Obviously, we're fighting the terrorist group right now. But the terrorist group is against the government, and we are currently trying to stop the detective who is working for the government. So in a way, our interests are aligned with the terrorist group, but we have not come to any kind of terms yet. Now this encryption key will not let us through the door yet. So now we get to battle these peeps here. And as you can see, we have a time limit now. We need to try and take out these guys within that time frame. And what the time countdown was Ava was trying to break the encryption on that door, and we needed to hold them off until she could break it. Now that she broke the encryption on the lock, we can get in, and we find the leader, at least of this section of the Advent front, and we have a little dialogue with him. He said he was contacted by someone in the government, which was obviously Detective Noir, and he said the government was going to be changed, we could be a part of it. They got excited, weren't expecting the double cross that we saw in chapter 3, and now they want to take the battery port back, and we end up aligning ourselves with the terrorist group. We're going to try and help them find the battery port and get it out of the government hands. Hope you enjoyed this video. That was chapter 4. I'll be back with more soon. Subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video, and follow me on Twitter.